Hola ma gente, as we would say here. Hello everybody. Finally getting round to doing another post. Day 3 on the road. My apologies it's taken me this long. This is obviously a lot harder than I thought it would be. The journey's been tough. We've been on the road pretty much continuously, and today we're in Calafate in Argentina, here to go and see the glacier tomorrow, which should be amazing. We can take a little boat out and go and visit 3 of the glaciers, and that should be great fun. Bit of a down day today, Saturday, so I'm doing a little bit of filming, and let's catch up on exactly how we got here. It took us a while to get here, to be honest with you. A long journey to Ushuaia, but we made it intact with all our gear. We picked up the bikes on time, pretty much as we expected. And thank you, Sonia and Alessandro, if you're listening or watching. Great support on the bikes, so thank you very much for that. So 2 nearly brand new Tiger XC900s, exactly as we were promised. Of course, we'd planned to make a few mods, a few adds to those bikes, as you might expect. We needed to add the SAE for the heated clothing and to drive our pumps and that kind of stuff. For most of the southerly part of the trip, we're going to have those things on. The gorgeous Gerbing heated jacket on, luxury, absolutely worth the wiring for. The navigation and console setup, that's key too. As long as we're going to be riding over 30 days in the saddle, it's just no joke. You really have got to have good mapping, good heads up, and you've got to add that to the bike. And I'm running the quad lock for my Android phone with the DMD2 custom Moto dashboard from Thork. Pretty much it's essential for a trip like this. We've got our Moscow Moto backcountry pannies, awesome plate mount system, so we stuck those on ready to go. And of course, as you might expect, John took all the bits off his bike and put them all back on again. He does that because he is that guy, and he can always travel with a mechanically minded dude like John. It's great. I'm software and he's hardware, maybe. I don't know, but much better story perhaps that way. So with all the bikes ready to go, it was time to put some dirt on them for the first time. They were way too clean. We did get some little poke from some of the other bikers about exactly how clean our bikes were. So with that, we're time to get out and get some dirt on them. This really was our last and final mile south, about 30k to the start of the continuous 4,000 miles back north again. It's really nice to have some gentle rolling packed dirt under the wheel, just kind of get a feel for it, right? It's a new bike, new tires, new ride, everything. So the road from Ushuaia into Terra del Fuego National Park literally is the road to the end of the world, the end of the Pan-American Highway and the most southerly highway in the world. From here on up, it's a long way up. A bit cheesy that, but hey Lily, thank you. I am Ewan McGregor and John is Borman. I know that's a joke, of course he's not really, but makes it a bit of fun. As you say, I'm family, so I get to be Mr. Ewan heading north. But seriously, it's all north from here, from glacier to desert. The Pan-American Highway is a colossal 9,000 kilometer, and it runs through Argentina and Chile and Peru and Colombia, over the Darien Gap, up all of Central America and across the US and Canada. And of course, if you've been following any of the previous posts, John and I have actually done a good piece of the north side of that, up through North America last year, and then the year before up through Canada. Actually, Highway 97 north of Vancouver is actually part of the Pan American Highway. So we've done a good piece of it. We're going to be missing the bit in the middle, no doubt. But leaving Ushuaia, heading north through the Garibaldi Pass was a real trip. Fantastic ride, up a great view over Lake, I think it's Lake Fanardo in the distance, maybe pronouncing that wrong. Sweet ride back down the other side. Open, barren, southern Antarctic tundra. That's pretty much what the extent of it was. Many miles of that. And after a short overnight in Cuero Sombrero, it was time to cross the border again. The border crossings are quite something here. It turns out that you exit Chile, as you might imagine, and you enter Argentina. The other way around, do both. So it's 2 stops, 2 lines, 2 bits of paper, lots of stamping, lots of slips. It's really quite interesting. Till you get the hang of it, a little intimidating, but you know, getting through the border is always fun. But the real fun began on the ferry. The crossing at Barra Azul is actually the shortest gap on the Straits of Magellan, and the Straits are just an epic piece of water. Major historically relevant and still one of the most important natural passageways between the Atlantic and the Pacific Oceans. And this less than 2-mile crossing that we took is the narrowest point on the Beagle Channel, and it's just a critical route between east and west, and has been for 600-800 years. And this can be one rough-ass crossing. It's a pretty furious piece of water, and we certainly found out that to be true. I went in to pay for the ticket, and this huge roller pitched the tiny little ro-ro ferry way too far, and we started pitching backwards and forwards like a packet of cigarettes on a bathtub, and it popped over my bike. That was fun, because it takes 4 guys to pick a fully loaded, fully armoured warrior back up. But she came up amazingly without any damage to anything, I guess, but my pride and my knowledge, and we headed off back north. After that, we did some 450k, great roads, very open, very barren. The wind, woo, 50 miles an hour plus. And the solution to a side wind that gusts, well, at some points at 60 on a big bike like we're on, is the Patagonia Lean, or just the Pleen, as it's now been named. Straight line, full gas, full lean. Stay on the right side of the road. Freaking crazy feeling, but I guess that's what we're here for, right? So pretty amazing journey so far. Been tiring, of course. Like I say, that feeling of going with the side wind, feels like it wants to lift your helmet off your head. It's quite, I think we both got in last night with a terrible head, and as you can hear, the wind's still blowing right now. It's actually a beautiful day, as you can see here, blue sky. I've got the bike kind of in here trying to give me a bit of shelter because the wind is still blowing absolutely beautifully. We're going to stay here tomorrow, as I say. We're going out on the ferry. We're going to go and do the glaciers. I'll catch some footage of that. I'm looking forward to doing a post probably every week, 5-6 days, depends how things go. Proven to be a problem, it takes a while, and we're just tired when we get to the hotel. So, but otherwise, everything's going great, having awesome fun, and we'll catch up with you all soon.